Welcome to Real Bass Lessons. Today I thought I'd give you a little lesson on some diatonic harmony. Now I'm not talking about advanced harmony at all, and you really don't need to know a lot of theory to understand this. I'm simply talking about understanding the chord qualities. And as opposed to, or in addition to understanding them, we'll want to play them on the bass. They sound very pretty. Okay? So there'll be a lot of information here, but you be sure and play the examples I'm showing you, and that way you get them in your fingers, and they'll be applicable to your playing, I assure you. Let's talk about a G major scale. I'm going to call these scale degrees 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, if we build chords, and let's just talk about triads in a moment, don't worry about the seventh chords. If we build chords based on each one of these root notes, we get a different quality of chord. If we do a 1, 3, 5 on the G, we have major. If we do 1, 3, 5 on the second degree A, we have minor. Now sometimes people say, how come? Well, that's because we're using the notes within the G major scale. On scale degree 3, minor. Scale degree 4, major. 5, major. 6, minor. And scale degree 7, it's a diminished. Now again, if we lay out the notes of a G major scale and build little thirds above them and just use the same accidentals, the same diatonic notes, that's what it ends up being. So one more time. It's major on 1, minor, 3 is minor, 4 chord is major, 5 chord is major, 6 chord is minor, and the 7th chord happens to be that diminished. And then, of course, the 8 is the octave. Now, what I really want to do is show you a little example, a little exercise that sounds really cool. Look at this. Root, 5th, 3rd. Except the 3rd is an octave higher than the... So it's called the 10th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So here we go. Sure, let's do that over and over a couple times. Up to the 2 chord, it would be, it's a different shape because this, the 3rd, the 10th, is in the key of G. It's a C, so that makes this minor, as opposed to the same shape. No. It's diatonic to G, so 2 is. And I'm simply going root, 5th, 10th, root an octave higher. So again, back to 1. Up to the 2 chord. 3 chord is also minor. 4 chord is major. 5 chord is major. 6 chord is minor. And that 7th chord is diminished. Watch. And an octave. Let's look at that 7th chord again. Here's the root. Here's the flatted 5th, which is diatonic to the key of G. And then here's that 3rd, which is a 10th above the F sharp. Whoa, I played the natural 5th. No, it's a... There we go. And then on to the octave. Let's do that again. Let's do them 2 times in each key, on each chord, okay? Here comes the 1 chord. 3, 4. 2 chord. have to practice this a little bit, obviously. I recommend you look at the fingering and just play the fingering I'm playing. I'm playing one finger per fret here. It kind of makes sense to recognize where the things are, okay? I'm going to do it one time in each chord now. You can do it with me. 2, 3, 4. Let's do it again. 3 and 4. Could we go backwards? Downhill? Do it 2 times in each one. That might be a little easier. Here we go. Going down to the 7th chord. Now, I know that there are, much hipper sort of chord progressions than that, but we all need to learn the sound of the fundamental elements of music. And a major scale with its triad stacked on top, that's fundamental. And it's not really even physically too hard to play. If you've never done anything like this, it might be. But you'll want to work with this over and over and over. Get it in your ear. Get it in your fingers. Let's do it. I'll just make up a little bitty song, okay? I'll use exactly the same stuff. I'll make up a little song. Watch this. I played one wrong note in there, didn't I? You heard it wasn't diatonic. Let's do another one. All I'm doing is just moving around from one to the other. Now, obviously, once you learn it there, you want to do it in a new key. And it'll be proportionally the same, but it'll feel a little different. Let's do it up here in the key of C. Watch what probably happens here, which is challenging. 2 chord. 3. 4 chord. Whoop, wrong one. There it is. 5 chord. Let's go down for the 6. 7. And 8. Sounds really odd, doesn't it, when all of a sudden we have this. Because the tension is now in a different spot. This B diminished chord in the key of G, that was just a minor chord. That's why I even messed it up a little bit, because I was sort of thinking a little bit, overthinking it here. Listen to this. Sure, I'm playing the tenths, the root, and the third, and I'm basing it on that diatonic harmony. How about this one? Sorry. There it is. Yeah, I'm doing the same thing, but I'm adding a little bit of a chromatic in between. Let's go back and review, okay? So I recommend you just play this over and over and get it in your ear, get it in your fingers, get to where you can move around with it. And by the way, you can make up lots of different patterns, obviously with those triad notes. But here it is again. Let's do it 2 times in each key.